from. You might be raised in a family where not only are they afraid of people that look religious, that they look like they pray 5 times, oh, these people are extreme, stay away from them. You're terrified of them. But even if you started practicing any part of Islam that's harmless, like you started praying, you just started praying, and your family is going to have a heart attack. They're going to have a panic attack. Are you becoming extreme? What's next? Are you going to blow something up? Is that what you're going to do? Like, there's an entire... And then what happens next is now the family is going to start attacking the religion every time you're around, because they want to show you how evil all of these people are, and you're becoming just like them. Even though you're becoming nothing like anything corrupt, you just decided. And I even experienced a person I became friends with who came from a family where they were Muslim for many generations, but because of colonization and what happened in their country and, overwhelming cultures of secular influence, they kind of lost Islam over the generations, right? And they adopted some of the practices of the other cultures that were in their country. I don't have to name the country, but in the other religions that were found in their country, drinking is normal. So over time, in a generation or two, drinking became normal for the Muslims. So they're away from the religion, and drinking became part of, like, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a beer there, right? It's a common thing. And if you're going to get into a business, you're just going to open up a bar. It's good money. It's easy money, right? And this one family member decides that he just doesn't want to be part of the business anymore. He somehow stumbles onto some things about the Quran, some things about Islam, and he says, you know what, I'm going to start praying. So first he's drinking and praying. Then he hears the ayat about لا تقربوا الصلاة وأنتم سكارى حتى تعلموا ما تقولون. Don't go near the prayer when you're drunk until you know what you're saying. So he stops drinking. هل أنتم رجس من عمل الشيطان فهل أنتم منتهون. And here's the ayat about the consumption of alcohol is one of the abominations and evils from the work of the devil. Are you going to stop or not? So he stops. He stops. Now he's not telling his family to stop. He's not telling anybody else. He's not lecturing anybody else. He's just not drinking himself. But his family went against him. His father disowns him. They're yelling at him at every gathering because he's not picking up the beer and drinking. He's not hurting you. But somehow you're becoming insecure by him not partaking because you're accusing him of making them feel bad. You're making us look bad. What, are we all going to hell? You are too good for us? You can't drink? You can't do that. And he's getting abused now because he's just holding on to a little bit of the religion. And then what comes next? Every time he's around, there's conversations about how extreme these Muslims are, how crazy these people are. Don't become crazy like them. He's done nothing crazy. He just walked away from something that has always been evil, that Allah described as evil, right? So what you get then is you've got the religiously observing, the conservative, if you will, right? And they have their own domination issues and internal conflicts. And then those that are barely holding on to Islam, barely have any practices in Islam, and they've got their own domination issues. They have baghiyan bainahum too.